I don't know how to say his name, Colby. He's been a long time Steelers insider. I believe he's with The Athletic now. He's been with a few different like Pittsburgh media outlets, but this is from him via 90.37 The Fan. Byron Leftwich has reached out to the Steelers about the offensive coaching job, but the Steelers are not listening at this time, according to Mark Colby on 93.7 The Fan. So, what I feel here is, I don't know if this is true or not, because honestly, like Pittsburgh media, I mean, it's crazy, dude. At the end of the day, like, I get the why Matt Canada, we're yelling for Matt Canada to be fired and shit. Just look at the numbers on the offense. I mean, we're basically dead last in like all statistical categories for pretty much ever since he's taken the reins as offensive coordinator. But it's been like that before. Randy Fichtner was bad and this team was bad. And there's a lot to go into it, not just coaching. You can go all the way up to the front office and this and that and this and that. But this is just like, I want to, like, everybody's calling for Mike Tomlin to be fired. Oh, if Mike Tomlin doesn't fire Matt Canada, he deserves to be fired on spot. So who's the one that's going to make that decision to fire Mike Tomlin for not firing Mike Canada? Would that be on Omar Khan to fire Mike Tomlin for not firing Matt Canada? Because I believe this is being dictated from the top down. All these people are blaming Tomlin for Canada being there, and all these people were blaming Tomlin for this and that. It's not his job to make these executive decisions. He's not a coach. And this is the executive decision, I think, coming all the way down from the Rooneys, that they don't fire coaches. They believe in building chemistry. They believe in building continuity, and they believe in loyalty to their coaches and their players. And this is the last year of Matt Canada's contract. We're sitting at first in the North right now after a big win over the Baltimore Ravens. And the way the Cowboys got blown the hell out by the 49ers last night, that loss doesn't really look that bad for the Steelers anymore, because the 49ers are just, bro, they're the best team. Both sides of the ball. I mean, they're dominant. The 49ers are so dominant. They're so stacked. And right now, the 49ers are a Super Bowl favorite after the performance that they put on last night against the Dallas Cowboys, because the Dallas Cowboys are a very solid team right now. And on paper, they're ranked ahead of Pittsburgh. Like, on paper, Pittsburgh was ranked to finish fourth in this division before the season started. On paper, Pittsburgh was only picked to win 8.5 games. And we're sitting at 3-2. We're ahead of schedule according to Vegas. We're ahead of schedule. According to me, I thought we'd be like 4-1 right now. But hey, we're ahead of schedule. We're 3-2. And we got a bye. And we've had some major injuries this season on offense, on defense. Offensive line's been banged up. Deontay's been hurt. And Cam Hayward, we all know we've been injured. So this isn't Mike Tomlin's fault that Canada is still here, in my opinion. I feel this is a Rooney thing. I feel this is an executive decision. And I feel that, Byron Leftwich is reaching out to get, make some waves in Pittsburgh media. And I believe they probably told him, maybe we'll talk to you next season. Because there's no way the Rooneys are going to bring him back. But there's no way the Rooneys are going to fucking fire him while we're sitting first in the North at 3-2. Even though the offense has been terrible. I mean, they went forward with it in the offseason. Like, I made the video, Adam Schefter's thing. He said if at the time to make this move was either in the offseason or in the offseason this season, and his contract's going to be up. There's no way the Rooneys are going to, give him a new contract unless somehow this offense completely drastically turns it around. But I believe it can get a little bit better. I believe we can see some improvements. And then I think that's when Byron Leftwich can be and will be the next offensive coordinator, because if he's reaching out, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers basically, this is going to be the new offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers is Byron Leftwich. And I mean, he played with Pittsburgh. He was coached and coached with Bruce Arians, who used to be a former Steelers offensive coordinator, who was a great offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I honestly see Byron Leftwich being the next offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I believe he was the OC when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty damn sure he was the OC when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl with Brady. So there's that, and the fact that just Matt Canada is terrible, and I think this is what the Rooneys want. This is who the Rooneys will want to bring in, and there's no way Matt Canada is going to be back after this season, but we got to calm down. We got to hope the offense can get better, because at the end of the day, it's not all just on Canada. There's a lot of things going on with this team and this offense that's rebuilding. Second year, not even a full second year removed from Ben Roethlisberger, who we built the entire offense around and we built the entire franchise around. And now we're trying to build and find a new identity on offense. And it's going to take a little bit of time, especially with the caliber of quarterback that Ben was and the fact that he retired and then he was making so much money. And then you got to fill the void of that talent. And that is a Hall of Fame talent that you're trying to fill the void of on offense that you built your entire offense around. So we're still searching for our identity on offense. Hopefully we can find it in this season. Hopefully during the bye they can go and look at the film and see what works, see what doesn't work, see what is the most successful. Put more of that in wrinkles in the playbook, and the shit that just doesn't work at all, take it out, throw it out, and throw a few more wrinkles in the offense. And Deontay Johnson, I think he's coming back. I said he won't come back after the bye, but I believe he'll be back after the bye, so he should be good after this bye. And then Cam Hayward comes back. This team can get dangerous, man. We're starting to run the ball a little bit better. And, we played some tough teams. We beat Cleveland. We beat Baltimore. Houston, that was bad. There's no excuse for the Houston game. But C.J. Stroud played the game of his life, and I honestly think this kid, C.J. Stroud, might be one of the next big names and big faces at quarterback in the league. I think that kid, he really played good. I mean, he was on the money. Some of them throws were just very good, and they schemed very well against Pittsburgh. I mean, we were aggressive, we blitzed, and he just got the ball quick, blink, 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 accurately, smart. Opposed to Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud just looked poised in the pocket for a rookie. And obviously, they lost this week. So, NFL is a week-to-week thing. Pittsburgh's first in the North. There's not going to be any coaching changes. It's just not going to happen. It's not the Rooney's way. And that's not on Tomlin. It doesn't matter if you had goddamn Bill Belichick in there. The Rooneys are not going to give GM status to anybody. The Rooneys run their organization the way they want to run their organization, and that's really what it comes down to. This is not a Tomlin problem. This is the front office living up to the way they run their organization, and I honestly believe and see Byron Leftwich being hired in the offseason, but not mid-season. So I just want to talk about this a little bit.